I guess it depends. Well, where we're from.
While
Where
riding
where
down
would you
country
say?
road in South Carolina this
Where
past
where the
Christmas,
where like,
had cotton all over the damn bro. I said, "Oh shit!" So people try to run you, be slick to you, especially if you from down south, because they think these people up north think, oh, you country, you motherfucking
yeah.
cows and pigs. I ain't from no motherfucking cows. I'm from Two Notch. Motherfucking cows and pigs. You know.
But do
So
people think that for real? I know they you like South Carolina, but they be
well,
like, go ahead.
everybody think I'm from Alabama, and when they say that, that's a insult. I know what
Yeah.
they trying to
Yeah,
say.
what they trying to say, right?
What they trying to say, Brandon?
You have dirt roads, you don't know nothing. It's just a bunch of farmland. You slow. And
There you
we
go.
right. We can take advantage of you.
And I don't even talk like people from Alabama because they talk a little different.
Yeah, we country, but we, it's different levels.
Yeah.
I would just say that.
Who you from? Alabama? Time they say that, they say you sound like a dumb mother sucker. That's
Right.
what they
Yeah, that's
say, but
exactly what they're trying to say. And
it is
it's
what
a
it
lot of
is.
intelligent people in Alabama. And it's not just slow and dead in Alabama and Mississippi for that matter. David Banner's from Mississippi.
Big critics from
Yeah,
Mississippi.
big crit.
Carlos Miller.
Oh yeah, is he? Oh
The
yeah, okay, yeah. The
he's from
comedian 85 South.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't just people like to do that. They haven't even been somewhere. They're gonna tell you how that certain place is. I know we try to do the same thing with Virginia, but yeah, Virginia is racist. And they got a bunch of Confederate flags and it's real hick town. But South Carolina's not like that. Mississippi's not like that. I've been to a
What is
lot of
you talking about?
what?
South Carolina, Brandon.
South Carolina's not like Alabama. That's what I'm
Well,
trying to say.
well,
And
it could
and
be
that
like Virginia,
and what
Brandon.
else was I guess it depends. Well, where we're from.
While riding
Where
down the
would you
country
say
road in South Carolina this
where
past
where that
Christmas, had cotton all over the damn bro. I said, "Oh shit!"
yeah, you stumble onto some stuff like that, like passing through. I'm trying to think what's a place like passing through Newberry and like outside of Clemson and stuff like that, where it's just nothing.
Well, I know what you mean. Sometimes, see, in Virginia, sometimes it's like it can get hilly. It got the mountains up there.
Yeah.
And I can feel like the reason I got the car I got now because I didn't want my car to break down on the back roads in Virginia. You know what I mean? I didn't want to have to go through that mess.
Right. And that's a real thing. Like traveling in them hick towns where the cell phone reception ain't the best. And you break down on a dirt road where it's not no highway, access real close. You'll be in some mess when the sun go down.
You go 95, you get on 95 in that part of Virginia, the men flying that big old Confederate flag.
Yeah, I passed through there. Right, the size of a Walmart, not a Walmart, a McDonald's. It's huge. I've seen it.
I ain't getting stopped on the road.
Well, no, just wear that shirt you bought.
Huh?
Just wear that shirt you bought, that Confederate shirt you bought. They'll let you pass. How would you feel living in we ain't gonna get too deep in there, but how would you feel living in a town where they got that big flag like that? Because I passed through, I've seen a lot of black people in that same town. I think they're just used to it. And like it doesn't affect them in a way, like I see it a lot, but I don't see it every day where it's in my face like that.
We talked about this earlier. That flag necessarily no cause no feelings to me. Mm-hmm. So if they don't bother me, I don't bother them. So I'm good.
Right.
But when your car break down on the side of the road and you may need to bother somebody, or they see you in a vulnerable position and they bother you, that's when the days come. Yeah, it gets sticky. But living in there, it's the same. It ain't no difference. The people up north is the same way people down south.
That's true.
Down south, they're a wolf. They say in your face. Up north, they're a fox. They smile at you and try to bite you on your ankles. You know what I mean? When you turn your back, it's the same thing. Because people get it mixed up. They all thought all these race riots and all this stuff was happening down south. No. They was whooping people in Chicago. They was whooping people in New York. Watch this. You heard of the Civil War, have you?
Mm-hmm.
It's something called, during the Civil War, New York had a draft riot. You know what the draft was, right?
I know what a draft was.
All right. During the Civil War, the Union now, these people who fought for the United States of America, you have to join the Union or you have to pay $250. Now, this is in 1860. $250 was like 10 grand. Yeah, right. That was like 10 grand. So when they came down to that little law, most people don't got no money. They said, hold on. I have to join the Union and fight for people who I don't want free anyway.
Right.
And guess what they started doing? They did a draft riot. So good old Caucasian people in New York City went around to all the blacks, free blacks, and started whooping their asses, man.
I never even heard of that. That's crazy.
Brandon, you ain't never heard? Hold on.
Went in on down social studies book, I tell you that.
No, you ain't gonna be in no social books. All right, can you read the first sentences which says New York?
New York draft riots occurred in July 1863 when the angered of working class New Yorkers over a new federal draft law during the Civil War sparked 5 days of some of the bloodiest and most destructive rioting in the U.S. history. Like I said, I never heard of that.
And the same folks who talk about
and they say the bloodiest now.
The same folks talk about love your veterans. I'm a veteran. I fight for the country. When they ask you to stand up for the country over this war, look what happened.
Right.
Look what happened.
Well, we know they're hypocrites anyway, and most of the stuff they're talking about. But like I said, I ain't never heard of that. But like I say, why would they want you free when you working and making them money, tons of money?